All right, we're here. We're here. We're live, baby. We are live. I hope you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic Monday evening. Hello, what's up? Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, cool. You guys can see me. I can see you very, very clearly. All right. How do we sound, man? Please hit that like button for JJ. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? What is good? Daniel's here. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Houston? What's up, Katie? What's up, everybody? All right, let's fix our scoreboard really quickly, then we'll get underway. All right, cool. That looks a lot better. All right, great. I can't figure out a way to change that, but yo. All right. Oh, boy. So if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe, man. My name is Jason Joseph. We do play-by-play on here. We do play-by-play for Sixers basketball. We do it for Flyers hockey and for Eagles football and Phillies baseball as well. Yes, sir. That's exactly what we do. All right. That looks better. Great. All right. I like this setup. I think that this setup is really cool. What's up? Katie says, how are you, JJ? Ready for some Sixers basketball? I'm ready, man. I'm ready for tonight. The main thing is, okay, I understand it's the Washington Wizards, and it's not really the most sexy opponent, if you will. This Washington Wizards team is just 1-4. They're 0-3 on the road. Ever since they lost Bradley Beal, they've been a very completely different team. But you got to take care of your business. I don't care who it is that you're going to be playing. You need to win these games. And 4-1's nice, but there's still some things that can be improved upon with this team. And part of that has to just do with gelling. Just making sure that you get enough reps together with everybody out there on the court when everybody's healthy, because it's a long season. And if the Sixers want to play really solid postseason basketball, they're really going to have to develop their chemistry and utilize that every single time that they're out there on the court. And now is like the perfect time to do it. So I think that it would be really nice to try to see Joel Embiid not play the fourth quarter and have a stress-free type of a game, which is what they've been doing pretty much since, but after that first game that they had against the Bucks. But other than that, they've looked really solid out there, and that's all that you want to see. You also just continue to want to see more and more ball movement. I like how when you look at Tyrese Maxey, it hasn't necessarily been just, go get me a bucket. It's more about, I can get a bucket, but let me try to swing the ball around a little bit more and make sure that people are getting their touches and trying to pass the rock out a little bit more while still being a really good shooter. And I like that a lot about him because, let's be honest, man, he's really taken another big step in his game, and Nick Nurse is letting him play out there. He really is. He's letting him play. He's letting him be who he truly is supposed to be. Doc Rivers would have never, in his entire career, would have ever done that. So, big game tonight for the Sixers. Again, I know it's the Washington Wizards, but, you really need to make sure that you're doing everything that you possibly can to just continue to get everybody reps out there. That's my biggest takeaway. All right, I would love to hear from each and every one of you down below to see what your biggest keys to tonight's game are going to be. Mine is just to continue to get more reps out there and just get some more chemistry going. I think rebounding is going to be a really big thing. I would love to see this team just continue to do a really good job on the defensive glass and even on the offensive side of the glass too. They're a lot bigger than this team. This team's backup center literally is Mike Muscala, okay? Daniel Gafford, there was a shot that he wasn't going to play tonight, and literally their backup center is Mike Muscala. Now, if you don't know who Mike Muscala is, he's not a center. He's a power forward. He really is. A guy that's less than 6'8". That's the backup center. So, just interesting. All right, as we take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, the Sixers will have their squad out there. So Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre Jr., Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and DeAnthony Melton. And that is what's going to be their starting lineup for tonight. And then, of course, for the Washington Wizards, who is coached by Wes Unseld Jr. He's going to go with Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, Denny Avdija, Kyle Kuzma, and Daniel Gafford. So, again, if you guys want to make sure that you hit the like button and hit that subscribe button, we got 9 people on here watching. Come on, man. We got to just hit that like button and get more and more people to come on here by hitting that like button. That's all you got to do. All right? But, yeah, comment down below what your biggest keys for tonight's game are, because mine is just continue to get the reps and just make sure that you're out-rebounding your opponent. I don't necessarily care about just overall the team shooting the threes. I don't really care about the percentages because sometimes you're going to have high games and you're going to have low games. But what I care more about is ball fluidity, okay? Yeah, you're going to miss your own shots sometimes, but if it's the right play call and if it's just the right thing to do in the right moment, then that's what I want to see. I want them to go for that. So, there we go. Tyrese Maxey dabbing it up with one of the coaches for the Sixers. One of the assistant coaches, that is. All right, cool stuff. We're just about ready to get underway. We truly, truly are. There's DeAnthony Melton. Sixers in their blue uniforms, their home uniforms. They will also be back at it on Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. And they'll be taking on the Boston Celtics to finish off this 4-game home stretch. There's Kelly Oubre Jr. and Joel Embiid heading out onto the court right now. Tobias Harris with his mouth guard. And there's Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma for the Washington Wizards has been their best player, for sure. So, Embiid will be going up against Daniel Gafford. Again, Gafford was questionable, and Gafford wins the tip-off there. So, Denny Avdija is the guy that gets it. So, again, the Wizards in their red and white uniforms have their red and white jerseys along with the stars right down the shorts. That ball was intercepted by Kelly Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr., though, gets the ball stripped and stolen away by Tyus Jones on a fast break. Here comes Poole, and he finishes it on the left side of the rim. So the Wizards are going from right to left, and the Sixers are going from left to right. Here's Tyrese Maxey in his neon green shoes. He'll bounce pass it to Joel Embiid. Embiid standing on the near elbow. Now he's at the foul line. He has to pass it because he lost his dribble, or he'll just shoot it, and he'll just make it because he does that too. That's exactly what he does. Contested by Daniel Gafford, but again, a big man in Joel Embiid who's just been so dominant. So it's 2-2 so far. Kuzma with a runner goes up with it, can't finish it, but Gafford is there to clean up the glass and go down with the putback. 4-2. Tobias Harris to Maxey for 3. It goes in and out, and it's rebounded by the Wizards. So the Wizards, as we just mentioned, they're 1-4 on the season and are 0-3 on the road, as Gafford is there to slam it home. A 6-2 run to start things off in the first quarter, just about 2 minutes underway. Embiid will pass it all the way to Harris on the far corner. Harris back to Embiid. Sixers going from left to right as Embiid puts up a jumper over 2 defenders, no good. And Harris tried to volleyball tip it out to a teammate, but it's intercepted by the Wizards again. 3-pointer by Kuzma, off the mark. And Embiid is there to grab the rebound. Here we go. So Kelly Oubre Jr. will hand it off to Embiid, who's at the foul line. Behind the back pass to Oubre, and he loses it out of bounds. He actually had it while he was out of bounds, but he stepped out. And Oubre Jr. thought maybe he was pushed. That was the whole thing. All right, so let's update our scoreboard. Don't know why that's not updating. There we go. And we have a foul all on the floor. All right, I think because of that. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, man. How's everybody doing? We got 11 people on here watching. That's pretty nice. So, Avdija, the small forward for the Washington Wizards, will inbound it on the near sideline. I'll pass it off to Tyus Jones. Jones with an alley-oop pass to Gafford, and Gafford cannot be stopped at the rim. Already 6 points for Daniel Gafford. He's been absolutely on the money tonight. 8 points for the Wizards. Tobias Harris with a turnaround jumper inside and almost automatic. It was inside the foul line. It's 8-4. Jordan Poole being double-teamed by Melton and Embiid. He has to pass it all the way out. Kuzma tries to save it on the near sideline, passes it, and it goes out of bounds on the far sideline. And the Sixers will take over and inbound it at center circle. So that was just not a good pass whatsoever by Jordan Poole. It was really good defense by the Sixers, but Poole had to try to find a teammate, and Kyle Kuzma had to come all the way out towards the near sideline to try to save the play. Tobias Harris gets the inbound, catches, shoots, and puts it up and in. Sixers on a 4-0 run. They're trailing 8-6, though. And we're just about 3 minutes, or 4 minutes, I should say, underway. Almost 4 minutes. So Gafford will find Kuzma. Kuzma back to Avdija. And a travel is called, or a turnover it's called, on the Washington Wizards. We're ready. Best defender in the Wizards? Best defender on the Wizards? That's a very good question. Probably Kyle Kuzma. 8-6. Sixers down by 2. Maxey to Harris, who lets it fly and can't get it to go from the far wing. Rebounded by Avdija. Avdija trying to go coast to coast against Embiid, and he's fouled. So Denny Avdija from Israel will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws here. Avdija's 22 years old. He was a first-round draft pick back in 2020. And this season he's averaging about 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, and about 3 assists too, while shooting 56% from the field. The first foul shot is up, and he ends up missing that one. So it's now 9-6. Second foul shot is up, and that's good. So that makes it now a 10-6 ball game. So again, Maxey, Harris, Embiid, Melton, and Oubre Jr. all out there for the Sixers. Harris at the logo, passes it inside to Embiid. Embiid against Gafford. That's going to be a matchup you're going to see a lot tonight, and Embiid wins the battle as he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So Gafford gets called for the foul, and Daniel Gafford, another guy on this team, this guy is 6'10", he's 234 pounds, he's the tallest guy that they have. He's been averaging about 7 rebounds per game and is shooting 86% from the field. Embiid lost the ball in the turnover. They're going to call a shot clock violation. I thought Embiid was fouled in the act of shooting, but I guess not. They're going to call a personal foul on... Oh, they're just going to say it was a shot clock violation. So it's 10-6 now, with 8:02 left to go in the first quarter. Avdija trying to find Gafford. Gafford at the top of the key. Avdija for 3. It's in and out again. And Tobias Harris climbs the ladder. Harris rocking the yellow and orange shoes that he has. Harris trying to find the rim as he goes up with a runner. He's fouled by Kuzma. And Kuzma will be called for his first personal foul. ESPN app seems to be kind of slow today. There we go. All right, that's better. So Sixers down 10-6 with 7:47 left to go in the first quarter. If you are new to the channel, I encourage you all to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this play-by-play call. This is play-by-play with JJ. Harris averaging about 20 points per game so far this season. He's shooting 65% from the field and 44.5% from downtown. First foul shot is good. Harris will go to the line for one more. That one is good too. So that makes it a 10-8 ball game. So Harris with 6 points already and 2 rebounds. Avdija, or Tyus Jones, that is, with the runner. Avdija grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Kuzma for 3. He's left wide open, and he knocks down the tray. 13-8, Wizards lead it. Sixers have to try to stop the bleeding. Wizards are 1 for 3 from 3 so far today. Here's Embiid on a catch-and-shoot three to Tyrese Maxey, and he knocks it down again. Tyrese Maxey coming up with a big bucket, and a timeout is called by Wes Unseld Jr. and the Washington Wizards. So it's 13-11 with 7:15 left in the first quarter. And the Sixers will be right back. All right, we're going to take the hat off. That feels better. All right, cool. I don't know why. The ESPN app seems to be kind of slow today. Just does. Let's try to use the NBA. NBA.com. See if that's better. Larry's here. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? What is good? For some reason, Larry, your username's not popping up. Or your profile's not popping up. It's a little bit weird. There we go. Maybe it's my internet connection. Maybe I'm not having such good internet connection tonight. I don't know why, but what's good, Larry? How you doing? I hope you're feeling better, man. I really do. Sixers are trailing 13-11. This Washington Wizards team just 1-4 on the season, and they're 0-3 on the road so far. The Wizards, when you take a look at how they've been doing, the only team that they beat is the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies are actually have been really struggling this season, and they're still looking for they were still looking for their first win, and finally were able to do so against the Portland Trail Blazers. So they were 0-6, and now are 1-6. But the Grizzlies, of course, you expect them to be a lot better, even without Ja Morant. Not 100%, but much better. There we go. Nice. That's good to hear, Larry. That makes me very, very happy. All right. So if you are new to the channel, I encourage you all to like and subscribe, man. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. Or both. Or none. Yeah. Larry was not feeling good, man. Larry was not feeling so good. All right. We're going to make that smaller. Make this bigger. All right. Can you guys see the scoreboards clearly? The 9 p.m. game, I'll fix that one right there. I will make sure I do that right now. There we go. That looks better. I was seriously sick. There we go. All right, here we go. So the Sixers down by 2. The timeout is over. And we have a couple of substitutions, I believe, coming in. As Avdija, or Tyus Jones, that is, gets fouled as he was trying to go to the rim and take it all the way to the lane. Christopher June, what's good? How you doing, Chris? Kyle Kuzma off the inbound, lets it fly, can't get it to go. Kelly Oubre Jr. climbs the ladder and grabs the rebound. 6:50 left in the first frame. Oubre Jr. with the pick and roll, tries to go up with a 2. It's denied by Gafford and stolen away by the Wizards. Daniel Gafford was flying in to get the block of Avdija for 3 from the near quarter, and he knocks down the tray. 16-11. And the Wizards lead it by 5. Here we go. 6.5 minutes to go. Maxey inside to Embiid. Embiid outside to Maxey for 3 again. Oh, he's human. And he misses it. Kyle Kuzma's there to grab his miss. Kuzma, the former Laker, passes it inside to Gafford. Gafford leans in on the pump fake and goes up with a 2 right near the rim and cashes in. So Daniel Gafford with 8 points just near the rim. Melton trying to go inside, and he goes past Kuzma and slams it down. I didn't even know he had that in him. A guy that is 6'3", who was able to go up with a dunk like that, that's just ridiculous. 18-13, Sixers trail by 5 again. So Gafford, being guarded by Harris, decides not to back him down. This time, there's a 2-pointer that goes up by Jordan Poole, and he airballs it. Oh, he missed it. Rebounded by Oubre. Melton gets past the logo. Gets a screen from Joel. Will head on over towards his left. Embiid at the foul line. He's looking to Bassett. He'll try to pass it. It's deflected off of the hands by Avdija. The intended receiver, if you will, was supposed to be Kelly Oubre Jr. Let's go, Denny. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why does everybody here sick? Yeah, man. People, something's going around, man. Something's going around. Melton gets the inbound, finds Maxey inside, and it gets blocked by Gafford. Oh, man, he's been unstoppable tonight on both ends. And we're just in the first quarter. Two-pointer up by Tyus Jones. He misses the layup. Embiid outlet pass all the way to Melton. Melton trying to go for the two. Contested by Kuzma and rebounded by Jones. Kuzma being rewarded for a three. Wide open. And it bounces 2 times, but it doesn't go in. Embiid gets the rebound. Some acting done by Gafford. Maxey to Melton. Inside to Harris. Harris goes up with a 2. He's fouled. He will head back to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He was fouled by Tyus Jones. So Jones not able to help out on the defensive side. So there's a foul called against him right there. And Harris will go to the charity stripe. Oh, I'm a Wizards fan. Well, I appreciate you for coming on here, man. I really do. Tobias Harris with the first foul shot. It's up and in. So Harris rocking the yellow and orange shoes. One of his shoes, his left shoe, is pretty bright yellow like it's the sun. And the other one, it's a more of an orangish type of a color. And there's Nick Batum making his 76ers debut tonight. So Nick Batum comes in. Batum played for the Clippers, was a part of the James Harden trade. And Tobias Harris with the second foul shot. It's up and in. That makes it an 18-15 game. Gafford comes up with the screen. Avdija decides not to use it. Gafford with a bounce pass. It was supposed to go all the way to Avdija, but it goes out of bounds, and Nick Batum will inbound it for the 76ers. So the Wizards were with 4 turnovers already, 18 points, and the Sixers down 18-15. Melton goes up with it inside, can't get it to go. It was tipped by a couple of Wizards, and Gafford got a board. Kyle Kuzma with a bounce pass to Gafford. Patrick Beverley also back in there for the Sixers. Forgot to mention that. 2-pointer is up by Gafford, and Embiid plays good defense on him and grabs his miss as well. Embiid with a no-look handoff to Harris, and Harris cuts to the lane and throws it down. Tobias Harris getting very active so far in the first quarter here. 18-17, Sixers trail by 1. Kuzma gets the handoff. He's at the top of the key, tries to pass it inside to Gafford. It's bobbled and battered around, but Gafford comes back up with it. There's 2 passes, and Tyus Jones takes a wide-open 3, but can't make it. He's human. Embiid dribbling past half court, finds Maxey. Melton lets it fly for 3. Yes! He puts down a flamethrower and knocks down the triple. 20-18, and that's the Sixers' first lead of the ball game. Sixers on a 9-0 run within the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Here's a 3-pointer by Bilal Coulibaly. He can't get it to go. Wizards grab their own rebound, though, and they're able to make a 3-pointer from that rebound. I believe it was Coulibaly that hit that one. 21-20. Embiid will pass it to Melton. Another bounce pass back to Embiid. Embiid goes into the lane, spins, moves, goes up with a 2, and a foul! Joel Embiid going to the line for one more. However, a timeout is called by the Washington Wizards. It's 22-21. Embiid may have gotten away with an elbow to the head. Don't know. But I believe that they're going to review it. But Embiid, as of now, is fouled, and we have a timeout here. All right, cool stuff. Is the ESPN app not working for you guys either? Because for some reason, it's not working. I can't seem to figure out why. That's a little weird. Bully ball. We love it, man. Oh, we love it. Lord Frey, thanks for the stream. Do you have Apple Pay? I don't have Apple Pay. If you guys want to donate, okay, you can totally feel free to leave a super chat down below. You can also click on the link tree. It's in my description. I'll also copy and paste it for you guys. Give me 1 second. I should probably have this up at like all times. But yes, I really do appreciate that, man. Means so much. I don't. Okay, well, I'll have to copy and paste that. I'm going to do that right now. But yes, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do Phillies baseball, we do 76ers basketball, Eagles football, and Flyers hockey on here. All right, excited about that. And have been doing this for 10 months. It's been a nice 10 months. We've been doing this for quite some time and want to continue to produce some really good content, man. That's what we care about. We got 29 lovely people on here watching, which is absolutely awesome. All right. Why YouTube? I think YouTube is a little bit different now. So that's okay. There it is. There's my channel. All right. We'll copy and paste this. All right. 33 people on here watching, and only 16 likes. That means 17 of you have not hit that like button, bro. Come on. What are you guys waiting for? All right. We'll copy and paste this. So we're gonna mute this. Okay, so let's see. App is still frozen, so I believe that Embiid elbowed Gafford with his left elbow as he took it right over to the mouth. And they're probably, what I assume, and it's not confirmed because the ESPN app's not working, and I can't hear anything, but they're going to review to see if this is a flagrant foul. And if it is a flagrant foul, if it's a flagrant 1 or a 2. So a flagrant 2 equals an automatic ejection, and a flagrant 1 is the equivalent to just a technical foul. So I don't really think it was anything intentional, so he might just get called with a flagrant 1. All right, let's put this back here. All right, here's the link tree, man. Here is the link tree. There we go. Brigitte can't see the scoreboard, clearly. But then she only has one eye. Oh, man. Oh, David's here. What's up, David? How you doing? Thanks for coming on here, David. Tell Brigitte that I said hi. Please. And I hope all is well. I really do. I hope she's feeling better. All right, so the Sixers, they're still trying to see if whether or not they're going to call a flagrant foul on Embiid. It's taken them a long time for them to confirm this. The refs are out at the replay booth. Let's see. All right, so Embiid's on the court. There's 3 refs talking things over, and they're going to put the headset on one more time, I guess. One of the refs has the headset back on. All right, so here's my link tree. So you can just click on that. And that should take you to my Venmo and my PayPal. All right, so let's see what the call is. So it looks like Joel's a little confused. It's a lot of words there. All right, here we go. Pleasure's mine. All right, so they called a shooting personal foul on Daniel Gafford. But they haven't confirmed anything else besides that. Okay. Embiid got called with a technical foul. They didn't say it was a flagrant, so they called it a tech. And I'm a little confused as of why they called that, and Embiid is pretty confused too. So going to the line is Bilal Coulibaly. So Koulibaly will shoot a couple of free throws here. Embiid wants an explanation from one of the refs. Now I'm a little confused as of myself why he would get called for a technical and not be a flagrant. All right, so Koulibaly will just shoot one free throw. It's 21-20. Mike, are you a ref or an ump? All right, 21-20. The foul shot by Koulibaly is up, and it's in. So 2:54 left to go in the first quarter, and now Embiid is going to go to the line to shoot his 2 free throws. So, because he was fouled on the play before. So the Sixers have Nick Batum out there, Jaden Springer, it looks like, Joel Embiid, Patrick Beverley, and Furkan Korkmaz. So Embiid will go to the line for 2. And the first foul shot is up and in. Meanwhile, for the Washington Wizards, they have Omer Udi, who's in there. Embiid also shooting or making about 29.5 points per game this season. Avdija looks like he's still out there. And the second foul shot is up and in. So the Sixers do tie it up 22-22. Both teams combined are 9 for 9 from the foul line. At the point right now, having the ball, well, Kyle Kuzma has it. They'll hand it off all the way to DeLon Wright. 3-pointers up, and that's no good. So Kispert missed that 3-pointer. Corey Kispert was day-to-day. Embiid will hand it off to Korkmaz. Korkmaz has to pass it. He'll find Beverley on the near wing. One more to Batum for 3, and there's his first 3-pointer. It's up and in a Sixers uniform. The French native, Nick Batum, who's been around in the league for quite some time, is able to cash in on this first 3-pointer. The Wizards do answer back with a runner themselves, and they trail by 1. It's 25-24. DeLon Wright just kissed it off the backboard. So Springer will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid on the near wing, and he's fouled. That time, that's going to be on. It's going to be on Omer Udi. So Eugene Omer Udi gets called for that foul. So the Philadelphia 76ers are up 25-24. Korkmaz with a bounce pass all the way back to Batum. Batum to Korkmaz inside. He'll hand it off to Embiid. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid fading away from the basket. And he cashes in just from the near elbow. 27-24. Sixers up by 3. A Dirk Nowitzki type of fadeaway. Jaden Springer gets his hands into the cookie jar. Almost came up with a steal. That came off of DeLon Wright. Avdija at the top of the key. He has to pass it. He'll bounce pass it inside to his big man, but Batum comes up with a strip, and Embiid gets the steal. He wasn't even looking, and Batum just caught him looking there. Embiid backing down 2 defenders. He'll pass it to Batum for 3, and he knocks it down. Just from the top of the key, Nick Batum is on fire, and somebody has to call the department because he has just been incredible so far. The Wizards will turn it over on a bad pass. That's all the way towards the baseline. And the Sixers, again, will get the ball back. 30-24, Philadelphia. And Joel Embiid, being as unselfish as he's been this season, working up the assist. He's averaging about 6.5 per game. Batum gets the inbound. He'll find Beverley at the top of the key. He puts up a triple. It's short. Grabs his own rebound, though. Stays with the play. Batum to Korkmaz. And Korkmaz gets called for the charge, I believe. Yes, he elbowed his defender, DeLon Wright. Or no, they're actually scratched that. They're going to say it's on DeLon Wright. And Furkan's going to go to the line for 2. It looked like with the way that the ref signaled it, I thought maybe he was signaling a forward call. But Korkmaz will go to the line, and the first shot is up and in. So the Turkish delight, they call him Furkan Korkmaz at the foul line for Philadelphia, and the second foul shot goes in and out. a career 78% foul shooter. Sixers are in the bonus. They're leading 31-24, 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Avdija trying to back his way against Jaden Springer. Goes up with a 2, and it's airballed and rebounded by Patrick Beverley. I also believe that Springer may have gotten a piece of it. There's literally about half a second separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers lead by 7. Patrick Beverley with the ball. He's at the half-court logo. 8 seconds to go. Now he has to get moving. He'll work around the defender. He'll hand it off to Embiid. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid goes into the lane, gets the ball stripped, but he's fouled. With exactly 2 seconds left, Joel Embiid gets fouled by Koulibaly, that is. Excuse me. So that's another personal foul on him. I believe that's his second. So Joel's going to go to the charity stripe. Philadelphia Sports Edits, how you doing? How you doing, my guy? Katie is always on for the Sixers game. Always. She's always on for every game that we do. First foul shot is up and in by Joel Hans Embiid. Was a third-round draft pick when he was drafted out of Kansas. 32-24. Embiid with the second foul shot. He knocks it down. 33-24. Sixers up by 9. 2 seconds left. The ball's inbounded, and the Wizards won't even get a shot off. DeLon Wright couldn't even go up against Joel Embiid at half court. So the Sixers do lead it 33-24 as we go into quarter number 2 at the Wells Fargo Center. Nick Batum used to be on the Portland Trail Blazers years ago, and he was also on the Charlotte Hornets. Thanks for saying that. Yep. I did. Yes, I gotta change. Yes, I have to change that. I have to change it. I can't find the original template that I had, and that's why I've been putting it off for a little bit of time. And I know it's such an easy fix, but I will definitely do that. Because I have to change that in my logo. That's why I bring that up. What do you think about the Eagles secondary? It's really making me annoyed. Oh, dude, we cover Eagles games anyways. I mean, the Eagles secondary's really been struggling. James Bradbury has not been the same player that he was last year. And, of course, they're missing Avonte Maddox and they're missing CJ. It's not the same secondary that they had. And guys are injured. But Byard was supposed to be that one guy that they got that was supposed to fix all their problems. And so far, in just 2 games, I know it's just 2 games, but still, it hasn't been that way, man. Has not been that way. So, takes my seat behind the Sixers bench. What's up, man? Oh, boy. Let's go, Sixers. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Call the fire department. Yes. Yes, sir. He's on fire. Hey, everyone. Let's go, Sixers. Albert DeHaven's here. Larry, the price of the last 2 Vikings wins seems to be right Achilles tendon and one left Achilles tendon. Let's hope that that's not a trend, huh? Oh, boy. I know it's crazy, right? Yep, Josh Dobbs, though. Yep. The Sixers are on a nice run. If you are new, make sure you like and subscribe, okay? And if you haven't answered the poll, please do so. Is Tyrese Maxey going to be an all-star this year in the NBA? That's what I want to know. As simple as that. Comment your answers. BenBot's here. What's up, BenBot? How you doing? Let's go. Sixers. Win this game, Sixers. I mean, they really should win this game, and it shouldn't even be close. Really shouldn't be. Just to let you know, I don't like ESPN. You hate ESPN. Well, we're not ESPN, guys. We're play-by-play with JJ. You know. But see, now, see, here's the thing, Mike. Okay, because if I'm working for ESPN, right, I hope you're still going to support us. I hope so. I hope you have to. 33-24. But we'll cross that road when we get there. Tyrese Maxey will inbound it to Nick Batum, and Batum cashes it again. And it was contested too. A defender was in his face, and Marcus Morris, who is still yet to see his first minute in a Sixers uniform, just literally like, hold me back, fam. Here's a three-pointer that's up, and that's no good by DeLon Wright. 36-24. Harris takes it to the lane. loses it, comes back up with it, but they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds towards the baseline. He tried to pass it out to Jaden Springer, but his foot caught it just caught out of bounds. So Corey Kispert was on Batum as he tried to make that shot. Here comes the Washington Wizards, and going up with a layup is DeLon Wright, and they're going to call goaltending against Jaden Springer. It's 36-26. It hit off the backboard, and you can't do that or else it's goaltending. Just timed it a little bit too late. He did. All right, so 36-26. Sixers lead by 10. Maxey goes inside the lane, gets the ball pickpocketed, and they're going to signal that it's Sixers' ball. Maxey thought it was last touched by DeLon Wright, and Wright thought otherwise. So we're just a minute underway in the second quarter. Maxey has to inbound it. He'll find B-Ball Paul from DePaul College. Reed will bounce pass it to Harris. Harris goes into the lane, takes it to the cup, tries to finish it, can't go up with it. Springer grabs his own offensive rebound, and he's fouled. So the 76ers doing a good job with their size and trying to just branch on in and knife their way through towards the rim. And Springer will head to the charity stripe to shoot not one, but 2 foul shots. Springer just averaging about 1 point, but that's just in 7.5 minutes per game. And the first foul shot is up, and that's good. So Nick Batum has made all 3 of his threes in a Sixers uniform. 37-26, and with that foul shot going in, the Sixers lead it by 12. So the Wizards have DeLon Wright out there, and at the point right now, looks like that they got Corey Kispert out there. Kispert all the way to Wright. Right back to Kispert. A three-pointer's up, and that's off the mark. Corey Kispert, a pretty good three-point shooter, just not able to knock that one down. Danilo Gallinari also out there, the veteran himself. Harris to Batum for 2, and it bounced 4 times. It hit the back of the rim, the side of the rim, and it bounced 2 more times after that, and of course it goes in. So he's 4 for 4 from the field. And Avdija gets called with a travel on the other end for Washington. 40-26, and the basketball god said, "Let there be light" for Nick Batum. Man, he was just inside the near corner. I kid you not, it bounced 4 times at the back of the rim, the side of the rim, the front side of the rim, and almost touched every single place around the rim. Here's Harris, who cuts into the lane, goes up with a 2, and connects. And immediately, Wes Unseld Jr. wants to call a timeout. 42-26. And the Sixers are on a 9-2 run to start off the second period. There we go. Yes, so now it's definitely Falcons 7th. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, the secondary has struggled, but thankfully the offense has helped us. I'm totally with you. It's all Cowboys all the time, and yes, I would. They talk about how the Cowboys lost that game instead of the Eagles winning. Man, again, the Eagles were the better team, and I'll be honest with you, they really were the better team. Did they get a little bit lucky? You can say so, but then the Cowboys got a little bit lucky too. You know, it went both ways. Dak Prescott running out of bounds on that 2-point conversion opportunity, that's not winning football. That's not a winning football type of a play. And that's really one of the main reasons why you lost. Okay? Literally, Ferguson going down with that knee, you can't do that in that situation. You have to watch where your feet are. And again, that's not winning type of football. So the Eagles, they deserved it. It was a great game. Waiting on the new phone. This one has been glitchy. All right, seriously, Larry says Maxey will be an all-pro in the NFL this year. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, hopefully you guys are having yourselves a good night, man. If you are new to the channel, I encourage you all to like and subscribe. Excuse me. All right, we are going to, what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this. I have some allergies now going. There's Taryn Hatcher. Oh, man, dude, those earrings look so nice on her. She looks great. She's an incredible reporter. And she does a great job. All right, we are going to copy and paste this. And we're going to go right to here. Good. Sixers lead at 42-26 against the Washington Wizards. They're going to finish off their 4-game homestand. It'll be on Wednesday night against the Boston Celtics. And that'll be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And then they're on Friday, but they're going to hit the road. So there's Nick Batum, who's 4 for 4 from the field. Wizards have the ball. They'll get to inbound it, and they'll find Tyus Jones. So Jones back out there for the Wizards. Gafford back out there as well. Reed going up against this big center. And he'll pass it off to Tyus Jones, and Kispert gets called for stepping out of bounds. So not watching his footing, and the Sixers get the ball back. Corey Kispert, as I mentioned before, as he stepped out of bounds, was questionable for tonight. He had an injury. And here comes Batum for a three-pointer. He puts it up, and he finally can't get it to go. So that's the first miss that he's had from 3 tonight. Wizards were thinking about answering back with a 3. The 2-pointer's up, no good. Avdija passes it to, that time, it was Johnny Davis who comes in. And Johnny Davis gets himself a 2. Maxey with a give and go to Paul Reed with a Euro step and a reverse layup. Oh, what a play by B-Ball Paul and Tyrese Maxey. 44-28. The clock stops with 9:08 to go. Maxey with a no-look handoff as he was going right past the foul line and just knew exactly where Paul Reed was. Reed cut to the basket from a diagonal stance from the right side, and he had a little Euro step and just went up with a little reverse layup as well as he was in the air. Sixers have a technical foul called. I believe it'll be on Nick Nurse. Have to give you a word on that in just a few moments. It's just a delay of game violation. Okay. So 44-29 is the score. Sixers lead it by 15 points, and the Wizards will get the ball back. Kispert gets the inbound, and he'll hand it back off to Johnny Davis. So Davis, the backup point guard, the backup to the backup, that is, end up finding Umeru. Kispert goes cutting to the basket, and he gets fouled that time by Tyrese Maxey. So Maxey gets called for a shooting foul, and now Corey Kispert is going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. So Kispert averaging 11 points per game this season. He's 24 years old. He's been a really good three-point shooter throughout his career as he hits the first foul shot. 2 years ago, he actually shot 42.5%. Last year he shot 42.5% from 3. And then 2 years ago, he was shooting 35% from 3. He was a target that the Sixers were interested in going after in regards to three-point shooting because they need wing spacers that can space the floor. But the Wizards were not willing to give him up. So he makes both foul shots. Maxey will hand it off to Kelly Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. one more to Melton for 3. Yes! He throws it into the ring of fire and cashes in. 47-31. That's his second 3 that he's made today. Sixers are 2 for 3 from beyond the arc in this quarter, and the Wizards can't buy a bucket as they miss a big 3 there. A tip all the way to Melton. Melton has to pass it. He's being double-teamed. He'll find B-Ball Paul on the handoff. Reed goes up with a little pump fake and still gets it to go. So Danilo Gallinari couldn't even stop Paul Reed on that little pump fake. And another timeout is called by Washington. Sixers literally have 7 timeouts left, and the Wizards have 3. Wizards are just so out of sorts, and the Sixers are just beating them at their own game. The last time I looked on, or the last time you watched a basketball, what's up, Ian? How you doing, Ian Leslie? The last time I looked in on a basketball game, the Washington Bullets. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's what I'm waiting for, JJ's first Flyers game. Yeah, man. Can't wait. I'm excited. We still need, give me 3 more games, okay? Because these games are going to be later this week anyways. We're going to tune into Tim Saunders. I've actually been taking some notes from Tim Saunders, and we're not going to copy anything, but we need to just continue to hear more of the rhythm and just continue to focus on that, and I want to continue to see what he's seeing before I do it myself. So you got to give me a little bit of time, because this is all a part of a growing process. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 sports you're doing, and JJ, and you're good at what I've caught so far. I still got to catch the Flyers game with you. Yep, that's what's gonna take us. That's what's gonna take us the most time, man. That's what I'm saying. Touchdown Pal caught. I watched the YouTube replays 3 different. I didn't see that. I'm waiting for the Flyers also. Is Oubre playing? Oh yes, Oubre's playing. The Leafs are getting whacked again tonight. Oh, I haven't checked in on that. I have not done that. I still had not made it to a Wilkes-Barre Penguins game after all the home games. My buddy had free tickets. Wow. But had the pneumonia. Oh, that sucks. And just not feeling right yet. Skin biopsy on scalp, and oof, that sucks, man. Man, that's terrible. That's too bad. Sixers are up by 18 points. They lead at 49-31, and so far they have really just been outclassing the Washington Wizards. It has not been a pretty scene for them. Sixers are doing everything in their willpower to just make sure that they are just playing good team fundamental basketball, and this is a very good test as to how much firepower this team does have with this brand new squad. Do what is best for your growth. Yep. Give us 3 more Flyers games to watch, and then we'll start doing it. Okay, so Tyus Jones back out there for the Wizards and all their starters. Kuzma gets a wide open lane, and you got to stop him somehow, or else he'll just dunk on you just like that. 49-33. Sixers lead it by 16. They have Maxey, Harris, Reed, Melton, and Oubre Jr. all in there. Harris trying to cut a bounce pass to Oubre Jr., and Oubre Jr. trying to plead his case, saying that the Wizards were able to catch the ball first, and it was Kyle Kuzma. But I believe that the Sixers will just turn it over. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it last touched Kuzma on that. All right, so the Wizards have the ball. A big home run pass to Gafford. Gafford to Kuzma, and he's denied by Kelly Oubre. Ball comes back, though, to Gafford, and Gafford walks with the basketball. Oh, my gosh. Kelly Oubre Jr. just coming in there like a flash of lightning and just getting a big block after it was a home run pass by Jordan Poole all the way to the other side of the court, and Gafford just with one more pass. And Oubre Jr., he's even looking at his teammates saying, I don't know how I did that. So Poole's going to go to the line to shoot a free throw on a technical foul. So Oubre Jr. got called for a tech, and it's now 49-34. So Sixers lead it by 15. 7 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Sixers going from left to right. They're in their home blue uniforms, and Washington is in their red and white uniforms. Harris gets a bounce pass all the way to Kyle, is being guarded by Kuzma, goes up with a 2 and finishes it with the left hand. So Tobias Harris continuing to do everything he possibly can on the offensive side of the basketball. 51-34. Jones will pass it all the way to Poole. Poole goes inside, hands it off outside to Kuzma on the other side of the corner. And now Kuzma being guarded by Maxey, shoots over him for a three and knocks it down, and he has some words with him. So Kyle Kuzma able to knock down the tray. It's now 51-37. Sixers shooting 7 for 9 from the field in this quarter. Maxey wide open for a three, puts it up, and it's nothing but net. And he has some words for Kuzma saying, you got to guard me. Can't leave me wide open because I'll answer back with a three on my own. Kispert will hand it off to Gafford. Gafford back out to Poole at the top of the key. Poole, one more to Kispert. Kispert goes into the lane, goes up with a two, and he'll go back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws as B-ball Paul gets caught stuck in the mud. No pun intended as he commits a foul there. Oubre Jr. said, get that fly out of here. Yes, he did. Remember when the CBA team played against, oh my gosh, was owning a basketball team. Forget the former Sixer. Wow. That's wild. So Corey Kispert will try to make 2 free throws, and the first one is up, and it does not go in. He misses it. And here comes Joel Embiid back out there on the court. He'll sub in for B-ball Paul. So Kispert with just 2 points today. Second foul shot is up, and he connects. So make it now 3 points for Corey Kispert. So here's DeAnthony Melton. He's knocked down 2 triples today. Maxey left wide open on the wing. Decides not to shoot a 3, though, because a contestant did come there. Maxey with a handoff to Embiid. Embiid tries to go up with it. Not once and not twice, and he can't do it. It's rebounded by Jordan Poole. Poole with the unselfish pass to one more for Tyus Jones, and he can't get it. Gafford, though, with the offensive rebound. Poole comes inside. Poole outside to Kispert for a wide-open 3, and he is just off the mark tonight from long distance. Harris to Melton for a give-and-go 3, and the Sixers can't miss from downtown. It's been raining 3-pointers at the Wells Fargo Center, and DeAnthony Melton has knocked down his 3rd triple tonight, 57-38. Poole all the way back outside to Kuzma. Kuzma runs into the lane, puts up a runner over Joel, and connects on that one, 57-40. And Kyle Kuzma leading the way with 10 points. Maxey inside, outside to Embiid. Embiid has not shot a 3 this game, goes inside for a 2 on the elbow, and he hits that one. Almost automatic every time he pulls up an elbow jumper. Kuzma thought about shooting a 3 on a catch and shoot. Now he'll pass it out to Jones. Jones, one more to Poole from way downtown, and it's nothing but net. A 3-point shootout now between these two teams, and Jordan Poole connected from about 28 feet. Maxey with a 3 himself on a nice pass by Joel. No good. And Kispert gets his miss. So the Sixers lead at 59-43. Poole off a screen for 3. It's short. And Joel Hans Embiid grabs his miss. Embiid with 4 free throws made and 8 rebounds. Embiid to Melton for a far corner triple. DeAnthony Melton with another 3. My gosh, keep counting them. He's 4 for 4 now. Kuzma to Kispert on the other side. And a foul is called against Philadelphia. The Sixers already have 62 points. They can't be stopped. And there's still 4 minutes to go in the first half. That is insane. DeAnthony Melton just continues to rack up these threes like they're layups. 62-43, Kuzma with the inbound pass to Jones. Jones hands it back off to Kuzma. Kuzma goes into the lane. The runner's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Melton. The athletic abilities showing up. Maxey now. He'll just pass it all the way back out to Embiid. Embiid with a handoff to Maxey again for 3. He thought he was fouled, but he misses from the top of the key. Sixers up by 19 points with 3:49 to go in the second quarter. Jones, he's been all quiet tonight so far. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma goes into the lane, puts up a 2. Thought he was fouled. Whistles remain silent. Melton with the rebound. Outlet pass to Harris. And Harris knocks it down. He went up with a dunk. And the Sixers lead it by 21. They are putting it all on display tonight against the Wizards. And a timeout is called again by Washington. Wow. James Bradbury had been struggling. Yes, he has. He really has. This is what I want to see. Yes, I'm with you, Katie. This is what this is telling me right now. I understand that everything's going in, and some nights it's just going to be your night, and everything's going to go in sometimes. But I got to tell you, this tells me now that this Sixers team is different. This is not the team from last year that we're watching with James Harden and the stale ball movement and just giving the ball to Joel all the time. Joel has 14 points, or has 10 points, but Harris has 16. Melton has 14. Okay, when has that happened? And Batum has 11. Batum and Melton from beyond the arc are 7 for 8 combined from 3. It's crazy. This is what I want to see. Melton is melting from the 3. Man, what is Kelly doing? I need a bucket from him. Oh, man, looking good so far, Sixers. All right, so here we go. Sixers averaging about 7.5 blocks per game. That leads the NBA. Tyus Jones gets the inbound. He'll hand it off to Poole. Poole with a turnaround jumper from the foul line. It's up and in. So it's 64-45. Sixers are up by 19 as the Wizards cut it back to within 20. Maxey all the way to Oubre Jr., who's been a little bit quiet today. Melton for his 5th 3. Oh, he almost had it. It just hit the front of the rim. It was on a catch and shoot from the near wing. Kuzma drives it into the lane, spins, fades, puts up a 2 over Joel, and it bounced 3 times, and he gets it to go. So Kyle Kuzma from the Lakers, he's been with the Wizards now for a couple of seasons and has continued to be their star. Embiid thought he got fouled. The ball gets stripped and stolen away by Jordan Poole. Poole inside, and he'll find Avdija, and Avdija kisses it off the backboard and does some ballet moves to just tip it in. 64-49. Maxey, runner, he's fouled, and they're going to wave off the shot, so it wouldn't have counted anyways, and Maxey's going to head back to the foul line, I believe, to shoot 2 for... No, because it was a foul on the floor. So because it was a foul on the floor, and the Sixers are not in the bonus, Melton will be the inbounder from the near sideline. Melton to Embiid. Embiid down low, taking on Gafford. He gets past him, and he doesn't even slam it. He just puts it up and in like it was a little toss. 66-49, and Joel is just doing Joel Embiid types of things. Tyus Jones to Avdija on the near corner. Oubre Jr. gets called for a blocking foul as Avdija tried to go to the rim from that near corner and just couldn't get there. But how about that nice feed inside to Joel Embiid, and as soon as Gafford lost him on that post up, he was just like, forget about it. And Embiid was like, I'm going to be a little bit nice to you, and I won't throw down a ferocious dunk. Embiid trying to find his way inside, but there's a foul called on Joel. So Avdija will head back to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The Wizards are in the bonus. Sixers lead it by 17 points. They have all 7 of their timeouts left. And this is weird. The Wizards only have 2. And that's not just in this half. That's just for the rest of the game. That's literally for the rest of the game. They have 2 timeouts left. First foul shot is up and in. Avdija with another foul shot. He puts it up, and that one's good too. So it's 66-51 with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Maxey to Melton on the near wing. Melton back to Maxey. Bounce pass inside to Embiid. What's he going to do? A couple of jab steps. Goes up with a jumper, and it's automatic. He puts it up and in again. Joel Embiid with 18 points. Or actually, sorry, give him 14. I read that wrong. So Tyus Jones will hand it off to Jordan Poole. He's been cold tonight from downtown. Kuzma off the dribble, puts it up, and connects just from beyond the foul line. And the Wizards only down by 15 points. Maxey off the dribble will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid all the way to outside to Harris. Harris thought about taking the three-pointer from the corner, decides to go to the basket and pass it to Embiid, and Joel's fouled again. Count the bucket and a foul. Joel Hans Embiid going to the line to make his 17th point. He is plus 10 on the field. And how about the Sixers bench? Nicolas Batum is plus 18. Patrick Beverley's plus 12. And Jaden Springer is plus 12 too. So Hans is going back to the line, as some people like to call him. He almost has a double-double. 17 points and 9 rebounds, and also 5 assists for the big man. He's also shooting 50% from the field and has been unstoppable. Jones to Kuzma for 3, left wide open, and Kyle Kuzma seems to have something cooking here. Kuzma with 14 points. He's 2 for 3 from downtown, 4 boards, and 2 dimes too. Maxey with the give and go to Joel Embiid. Embiid with a fadeaway jumper. Automatic again. Wow. A 1-foot jumper over Kyle Kuzma. And what can he do tonight? 53-76. He has 19 points, 11 in this quarter alone. Avdija for 3. It bounces in and out. Offensive rebound, though, by Kuzma, and he answers back with a 2. I believe Kyle Kuzma has scored the Wizards' last 7 points. 35 seconds left to go in this half. Embiid at the top of the key for 3. No good. Oubre Jr. with the offensive rebound. And you can't forget to box him out if you're the Wizards. And the Sixers take advantage of it. 75-58. 4 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers only have 5 second chance points. 75-58. Jones having a staring contest with Tyrese Maxey. And now they switch it up. Harris is on him. They'll feed it all the way to Kuzma. Kuzma with 7 seconds left. He's at the top of the key. He has to pass it to somebody. He'll find Jones. Jones takes it to the lane, goes up with a rudder, and it's way too strong. It's rebounded by Oubre. 3 seconds left to go. Embiid with a runner. It's up. He airballed it from the half-court logo. But the Sixers are up 75-58 as we go into halftime. They put up literally 75 points. You heard that correctly. In just the first half. That's a season high for any half for Philadelphia. 75 points for this team. And they are just doing everything that they possibly can to annihilate the Wizards. Getting there, I think the Sixers give an extra effort to pick me up. Man, they're making everything, man. Everything's going in. They're on pace for 150 points. 75. I've never seen that in my entire life. Well, I guess when you call a game, you learn something new. That was a virtuoso. That was not just a great first half. That was a virtuoso, man. They are showing what they can do to even these teams that aren't as competitive as them. Like, this is... I could probably go out there on the court myself and try to come up with a 3, and yet I bet you it's going to go in tonight. Seriously. It is absolutely outrageous. I've never seen anything like this. They put up 42 points in that second quarter and 33 in the first. That is... The 42 is like what really gets me. Kyle Kuzma has 19 points, but he's 8 for 14 from the field, so he's shooting 57%, and he's 3 for 4 from downtown, so he's been their only really good scorer. Jordan Poole, they say that he's 4 for 7, but really from an eye test perspective, it seems like that he just hasn't been making his shots, and he looks a little bit uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? So, that the Wizards just don't have any. The Wizards don't have any size. They can't stop Joel Embiid, and this team now with a whole lot of wings and with a great ball handler like Tyrese Maxey and a great coach, everything's just going their way. They are unstoppable. And this is, I'll be honest with you right now, like, this is probably, in my opinion, from watching this team since 2013, this is the best start to the season I've ever seen from the Sixers. And that says something else. Considering where we were last year and how heartbroken we were, I'm so happy that we're here. I'm so happy that we're here. Chargers, Jets, who you got? All right. Who do you got? Comment your answers down below. But I want to hear from you guys. What have you guys liked about this half so far by the Sixers? I mean, besides Tyrese Maxey, look, DeAnthony Melton, where did this come from? DeAnthony Melton, who's been in their starting lineup, literally hasn't even made 10 points this season. And he has 14 already in this first half. That's pretty absurd. 4 for 5. Maxey's only 2 for 6 from 3. And yet he only has 6 points. He has 6 points, and yet this team is up by 17. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. He only has 6 points. Nick Batum having a good run off the bench, playing in just about 8 minutes. It's great. Sixers are shooting 55% from the field. They're 9 for 19 from 3. They have 21 assists. They're out-assisting the Wizards 21-16. And the only thing that has the Sixers beat is blocks. The Wizards have 5. Sixers only have 2. But Wizards shooting 45% from the field. And that's really good. It's not like the Wizards aren't playing well. It's just that the Sixers' offense has just been so much better. So, said it before, blind squirrel law. He gets hot, he's on. You're right. I know. And now you have a team where you don't even need Tyrese Maxey to score you like 20 points a game. If Tobias Harris continues to keep this up, Tobias Harris has 16 points already. He's making that contract that looked so bad look so good this year. It's pretty insane. Embiid almost has a double-double. They're out-rebounding them only by 4. The only difference in this game has just been the three-point shooting. The Sixers have made almost everything, it seems like, even though it says that they're 9 for 19. The eye test is telling you that it's been almost automatic. Embiid's 0 for 2 from 3, and Harris is 0 for 1, but everything's going their way. If you're the Wizards, what do you do? You only have 2 timeouts left. I've never seen anything like that either. The team only has 2 timeouts going into a half. It's great when the role players step up and the man once in a while. Yeah, and be the man once in a while. Yeah. The one thing that I emphasize coming into this game is that even though it's the Wizards, and I get it, say what you want, they're a laughing stock of the NBA. I get it. The Bradley Beal trade, they get like 10 draft picks out of it, and they signed him to like a big contract. I'm just going to say this, man. The Sixers, what I wanted to see tonight was just good chemistry, good ball movement, and just literally box this team out. Annihilate this team in every possible way and show them who you truly are. And now it looks like, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself because we have a whole second half to play, but if the Sixers are up by 20, let's say going into the fourth quarter, now you can give Joel his rest. And just see what you got in Nick Batum and see what you got with Furkan Korkmaz. You know, have those guys shine in that fourth quarter. So that's, I think, that's all I asked for. That's all I asked for, seriously. All right, we are going to... All right, let's take a look at some of these scores. So if you're not looking, all right, the Golden State Warriors, we have the 7 o'clock games going on right now. All right, the Warriors are winning 56-53 in Detroit in the third quarter. The Spurs are down by 25 points at halftime to the Indiana Pacers, and the Magic are up 66-53. So that's all in the 7 o'clock window. The 7:30 games, you got the Milwaukee Bucks playing in Brooklyn. They're up 56-48, or 55-48, that is. Lakers down 40-36 to the Miami Heat, and the Clippers are down, or actually tied 30-30 with the New York Knicks. There's 6:19 left to go in the first half. All right, then with the 8 o'clock games, you got the Dallas Mavericks losing so far to the Orlando Magic 66-53. And then other than that, everything else has been looking really good. Talked about the Spurs. You got the Utah Jazz just getting started. Jazz are up 16-14 against the Bulls. The Kings and the Rockets are tied 13-13, and then the Boston Celtics, they're beating the Minnesota Timberwolves 14-12 with 6:51 left to go in the first quarter. When the Slippers play. Oh, man. This is like the second time that this has happened to me, and I can't understand why, but this is like the second time that I've gotten stuffy while I'm on the air, and I'm fine before that, but when I'm on the air, it just happens. So, just give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. All right, there we go. That feels a lot better. But yeah, what can't this team do? What can't they do tonight? Pretty insane. All right, we have to refresh this. There we go. That's better. Good. And then we'll make this a little bit wider. Good stuff. And then this one. Where is this? Where the heck is the 9 p.m. game? There it is. Good stuff. Get yourself a dehumidifier when you stream. I'm telling you it works. Get one where you can put Vicksburg Vapor Rub in it, trust me. Okay. Huh. A dehumidifier. Okay. Thanks for the suggestion, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for making my 2-hour drive home from Phoenix to Tucson a lot more enjoyable. Tucson! Wow, John. Parents were thinking about going back to Tucson next year. That's cool. So did you actually have 364 likes yesterday? No, I did not. I can get one at CVS? Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. All right. I wish that this other scoreboard, that I didn't have to keep fixing this, but I don't think that we're going to win that battle. At least we got the Chargers game on. It's 7-0 Chargers. Was that 1st and 15? I can make that a little bit bigger for you guys if that makes things more convenient. I think that would be better. 7-0 Chargers punt, a return touchdown. Wow. All right. Oh boy. So besides the Sixers game, I do want to. I actually. First, we're gonna do this. All right, because we have to be consistent with this. All right. So I'm gonna ask you guys a 76ers trivia question. Okay. And if you get the question correct, you'll hear this. If you get the question incorrect, you'll hear this. Okay. So here's what I want to know. So on this day in 76ers history, who made his debut and how many points did he have in his debut? Okay. Who made his debut today and who and how many points did he have? All right. Answer the question down below. That's what YouTube showed. I unliked it again, and then I liked it. Oh, because there's some sort of a glitch going on with YouTube. So if you were like watching like a video before that, it'll probably tell you that you had that person had 360 likes or something like that. Iverson, 18 points. Give me 1 sec. Because you're correct about number 1. That is correct. But even I have to double check this. So, that is incorrect. But Iverson was correct. Now you got to guess how many points he had in his debut. But Iverson is correct. All right. So, Allen Iverson made his debut today. Okay? How many points did he have? That's what I want to know. I agree with you, Starfinder. Yep, I'm with you too. 21. Incorrect. We're getting closer. It's more. How many points did Iverson have in his debut? How many points did Iverson have in his debut when he came into the NBA? 36. Starfinder with 30. That's correct. He had 30 points. But Mike Green, if you were to count the assists as points, like in hockey, you probably would have been right. So, but that's not how it works in the NBA. That was a total guess. If I got the points right, I would have spoiled myself. That's good. Yeah, I know, man. Yep. All right. So the Sixers have created their season high by scoring their most points ever in any half, by getting 75 points. And leading the way has been Joel Embiid, who has 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And how about Nick Batum making his debut already with 11 points in just less than 8 minutes. He's 4 for 5 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3. So the Sixers will be going from right to left to start off the second half here. Maxey with a give and go to Embiid, and Embiid slams it down. He puts it down. And now has 21 points. His first 2 points to start off the half here. Sixers lead by 19. Both teams with their starting units out there. Sixers have 7 timeouts left. The Wizards have only 2. A three-pointer is up by Jordan Poole, and it's from 26 feet. And he knocks that one down. Tyrus Jones with 6 assists. It's 77-61. We're just 45 seconds into this third quarter. Harris inside to Embiid. Embiid with Gafford on him, and Gafford is guilty for reaching in and fouling him in the act of shooting. Daniel Gafford is in a little bit of foul trouble tonight, and, well, if you're the Sixers, just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gafford already with 3 fouls now. So Embiid will head back over to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Puts the first one up, and it's good. It's 78-61. I so wanted to sound like a basketball genius, says Larry. I'm showing Wizards with 3 turnovers. Yep. That is, they actually have 5 turnovers. Second one is up, and that's good. So the Sixers lead it by 18 points. So here's Jones. He'll hand it off to Kuzma. Kuzma back to Jones on the top of the wing, the far wing that is. He's being guarded by Harris. He'll give it up to Kispert. Kispert inside to Gafford. Gafford gets the ball loose. It's stolen away by Oubre Jr. Kelly Oubre Jr. getting a piece of it. Oubre Jr. tries to pass it to Harris. It's intercepted, though, by Tyus Jones, and Jones is just going to go up with the left hand and take it to the baseline, and he connects on the layup. He got it to go. Oh, 2 timeouts. Yes, 2 timeouts left. So here's Melton with the give and go to Joel Embiid, and Embiid again gets fouled. This time it's on Jordan Poole. There were about 3 Wizards that were there. They're going to call it on Gafford again, actually. So that is now his 3rd personal foul. It was hard to tell because there were about 3 Wizards on him. And as soon as they came up with a whistle there, you knew Embiid was just going to go back to the line. That's what he does. Just slows the game down. And that's been the tempo to start things off here in the 3rd quarter. And that's just a good thing to do. Just continue to give the ball to Joel and have it slow down. 80-63 as he knocks down the first foul shot. The second one is up, and he connects again. Joel Embiid putting on a clinic like he always does. He has 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's made all 9 of his free throws. That's what the 7'2" big man does. Gafford will have to hand it off to Poole. It gets stolen away, though, by Maxey. Maxey going off to the races, puts up a layup, and he's fouled. Tyrese Maxey, the 3rd personal foul in a row by Daniel Gafford. And he's going to have to come out of the game before he fouls out. Gafford tried to hand it off to Jordan Poole, and Poole couldn't hold on to it. Maxey then just came in from the backside, stole it away, went right down the lane, went up with a reverse layup, and got fouled in the act of shooting as he took a humbling to the deck. The foul shot by Maxey is up and in, and he converts on the 3-point opportunity. Sixers up by 21 points. The Wizards have not even made a field goal yet. Poole with a pass all the way to Jones, and Jones wide open for 3. He'll knock it down. Here's Melton. Almost thought about shooting the 3. Harris loses the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be Wizards ball. So Melton was on the far wing. He was thinking about shooting the 3, but then decided to bounce pass it inside to Harris, and Harris just couldn't get a good look. Here's Jordan Poole being guarded at the logo by Melton. Good play by Melton as he almost stole it. And here comes Avdija. Avdija back to Gafford again, and Gafford puts up a 2, and somehow he's still out there. I mean, you would think that 3 personal fouls in a row that you would have to rest him. So 84-68, Maxey off to the races again. He'll find Embiid, though, who's cut into the basket, and Joel Embiid with now 27 points. Somebody has to stop him. It's 86-68. 9:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Tyus Jones going up to the rim, and he makes that 2. Made it look so easy. He's scored 5 out of their last 7 points. Tyrese Maxey works around the screen from Joel. Another pick and roll to the basket. And Embiid goes up and it goes in. Another assist by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey and Embiid have had combined 14 assists so far. Kuzma dribbling around the timeline. He'll go inside. And he'll put up a reverse jumper, and he knocks that one down. 88-72, Sixers lead it by 16. Embiid on the near wing. He'll have to try to pass it to somebody, or he'll just take on Jordan Poole himself, and he goes up with a 2, and he's fouled again by Gafford. I know they're going to say it was a foul on Poole, and I can't believe that. I didn't see any foul on Poole. But again, Tyrese Maxey, another pick and roll. They're running the pick and roll. It continues to work. Maxey has the ball. Embiid's going into the lane. A no-look pass to Joel Embiid. And he just gets to wherever the heck he wants because he's Joel Embiid. This 2-man game has been unstoppable over these first 6 games. First foul shot by Joel. He puts it up and in. And now Joel has made all 10 of his free throws. He's working up a big sweat. He has a 30-burger. 30 points, 9 rebounds. He's still looking for his first rebound of the half. And that shot is up, and that's in. So 11 for 11 as Joel Embiid's wishes are coming true tonight. 90-72. Avdija with the handoff. He'll find Gafford here. Gafford will hand it back off. This time to Tyus Jones. Jones goes into the lane, kicks it out to Poole, who's left wide open from downtown. That's off the mark, and Embiid boxes out Gafford and grabs his 10th rebound. He has a double-double. Tyrese Maxey on the near wing. He's being double-teamed. He'll kick it out to Joel. Embiid goes inside the drop-off pass, but a foul is called on the Wizards. I believe it's going to be called on Avdija, and it will. Maxey and Embiid are a power duo so far. They are, man. They really are. Reminder, vote. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Tomorrow. Should definitely do that. That's why the NBA is off tomorrow. They're actually off tomorrow, seriously, just because of that. So, Embiid's first foul shot, he puts it up and in this trip around. So, Embiid tonight on the floor has played in 22 and a half minutes. He's 10 for 18 from the field. He's still 0 for 2 from 3, but he's made all 12 of his foul shots. And does he make his 13th? He does. He's perfect. 13 for 13. Embiid has been averaging about 29 points per game this season. Kyle Kuzma gets the ball stripped and stolen away by Harris. It was stripped by Harris, stolen away by Melton. Melton off to the races. Goes up with a 2. And they're going to say it was last touched by Melton. A good deflection there by a Washington Wizard. It looked like it was Tyus Jones. Nope, it was Jordan Poole, actually. And it was last touched by Melton, so Wizards will have the ball back. Wizards was fighting for a loose ball on the floor, and can tell it's Melton and Poole going at it again, taking it on the hardwood, and Poole's in a lot of pain, but he does get helped up by Melton. Melton wanted an explanation on the foul there. Sixers are already in the bonus, and we have another timeout. Washington down to one timeout. They call another one. Bro, this fourth quarter is going to be so slow. I've never seen a game like this in my entire life. I have to keep saying it again. 92-72. All right, do we have to fix the scoreboard again? Looks like it. We'll take another sip of water. If you are new to the channel, please spike the like and hit that subscribe button, man. We got 22 lovely people on here watching. We have 30 likes. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Nice stuff. All right, let's get to 50. I want us to get to the 50 mark. Please and thank you. Cool. All right, so we'll put this here. And that goes there. Nice. Up, we're freezing up. That's not good. Let's hope that we're doing okay. Ugh, what happened here? Ugh. What the heck is going on? There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a lot better. Cool. All right. 92-72 with 7:27 left to go, and we're just in the third quarter, guys. We're just in the third quarter. So Joel Embiid with 33 points tonight, Melton with 14, Batum with 11, and Harris with 16, Maxey with 9, and also 10 assists too. So Maxey just needs one more bucket to get a double-double. Embiid already has his double-double. He has 10 rebounds and 33 points. So the Sixers will have the Wizards will inbound it. 3-pointers up by Kuzma, and he gets it to go. Kyle Kuzma putting up a shot there, a 20-foot jumper, and he now has 23 points. Maxey with the give and go to Embiid. Embiid decides not to go, though. Will pass it to Melton. Melton will hand it off to Harris. Harris on the low block. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. He'll back down his defender, Avdija. He's going to try to posterize him. Goes up with a 2. It just goes in and out. Did not get the friendly roll. Gafford comes away with the loose change. Avdija dribbles it into the lane, goes up with a runner, kisses it off the backboard. I believe it was supposed to be a pass, a lob pass, but Avdija's like, I'll take it anyways. 92-76. He didn't even call it. Maxey goes up with a floater and connects with the right hand from the near side. He was about 3 feet away from the basket. Here's Avdija working around the dribble. He'll swing it all the way to Jones. Jones with a hockey assist as Kyle Kuzma gets the three-pointer to knock down. Kyle Kuzma has been on a whole new level tonight for Washington. 26 points. Jordan Poole got the assist, and he now has 6 dimes tonight. Maxey will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey again. Maxey on the near quarter. Thought about taking the 2. He'll just hand it off to Embiid. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid going against Gafford. Double team's coming. And he works his way up and gets it to go again. Joel Embiid not sleeping on the offensive side. And on the defensive side, he thought he had a block. But Jordan Poole went up with a 2. He got fouled by Joel Embiid. Sixers in the bonus. With 5:51 to go, the Wizards literally got fouled there. And again, Sixers have all 7 timeouts, and the Wizards only have 1, and we're not even in the fourth quarter. It's that absurd. First foul shot is up and in by Jordan Poole, as he's able to get that one to go. So Jordan Poole, the former Golden State Warrior, was traded after Bradley Beal was traded to the Phoenix Suns, and the Wizards got Chris Paul back in that trade. Chris Paul then got traded for Jordan Poole. He was one of the guys that was in that deal, as he makes the second foul shot. Good. 96-81. Poole, of course, a champion. Here's Maxey for 3 off the dribble. No. Embiid trying to fight for the rebound. He couldn't get it. An outlet pass to the Wizards, to Kuzma. One more to Jones for 3 again. And Tyus Jones now makes it a 12-point deficit. And the Sixers, for the first time, are going to call their first timeout of the night. They lead it by 12. The Wizards are creeping their way back in. And with 5:30 left to go in the third quarter, still got plenty of time to go. 87-yard punt return touchdown. Yeah, that's what Mike Green was saying. This is a wonky game. Let's take a sip of water. Spite the light, baby. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you let me know how you're doing. All right. If you guys believe that the Sixers are going to win, please let me know down below. Are we still freezing up? Is the reception bad? Please let me know, because I am very curious. Am I cutting in and out audio-wise or video-wise? If you guys are watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that, man. Do not forget about that. Houston to Dave says Sixers will win. All right, I like that. I like that a lot. The one other thing I wanted to note about what I'm seeing from this team right now is, besides in the second half, it's been mostly about just give the ball to Joel and automatically have him go to the foul line so that he can draw up some fouls. I'm fine with them doing that here, but in the long run, it's not a recipe for success. When you're doing it against the Wizards, it's one thing because they only have Gafford that can go up against him, and he's 6'10". They don't really have a lot of bodies that can do that to Joel. So he's pretty much like Wilt Chamberlain out there to an extent. But tonight I'm fine with that. But I do overall want to just continue to see more ball movement. I haven't seen that too much in the second half, where other people are coming up with their shots. I love the pick and roll. I mean, you got to run that. You got to continue to run that because that in the playoffs could really be something that the Sixers do utilize for sure. All good on this end. Okay, good. Very, very good. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And if you are just tuning in, well, this is play-by-play with JJ, but I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah, this is play-by-play with JJ, but it's also the Joel Embiid show. So he has 35 points and 10 rebounds tonight. Let's see what the Sixers drew up here. Patrick Beverley out there will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid with a jumper. He goes up with it, and it's automatically going in. 37 points for Joel Embiid. He makes the jumper from the elbow. 98-84. It was contested too. Gafford with a bounce pass to Kuzma. Kuzma being guarded by Harris. He'll kick it all the way out to Tyus Jones. Jones goes up with a 2. It was almost rebounded by Gafford, and the ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Patrick Beverley. He tried to save it. They need to run the picket fence. Works like a charm. Is that what you call it, the picket fence? The pick and roll offense? I know that's what you meant to say, but still. I don't think Beverley actually touched. I don't even think it got a piece of the blue when he tried to save it. But regardless, here comes Kyle Kuzma finding his way to the basket, and he cuts to the lane, and he'll get fouled by Joel Embiid, and they'll go to the line for one more. So the Sixers only up by a dozen now, as the Wizards are gaining some momentum here. Kuzma doing a good job at drawing the pump fake, and it looked like there was no contact. There was no contact by Tobias Harris. Harris got called for a shooting foul. He was just trying to elbow him, and that was just a basketball type of a play. We don't need Arden, says Joe. 98-86, and Kuzma can't convert on the three-point opportunity. Kyle Kuzma with 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Embiid draws the double team. He'll swing it all the way to Harris. Harris, one more to Maxey for 3. He got it! Tyrese Maxey! Adding to the flame of fire. 101-86. So Poole will find Gafford. Gafford, again, will hand it off to Kuzma. Kuzma, you might have to think about double-teaming him now. He gets Tobias Harris to buy on a pump fake and does not get the friendly bounce. Oh, man, it bounced 3 times and almost went in. Beverley got the rebound. He's conducting the traffic. 2 people on him. Embiid, though, somehow finding wide open space, and he knocks down the foul line jumper off the dribble. 103-86. 39 points for Joel Hans Embiid. Poole with a runner over Joel, and he converts as he sits down on the hardwood. Oh, he got hit pretty hard. The whistles remain silent. 103-88. Maxey with a bounce pass to Embiid again. Another foul line jumper. Automatic. 41 points for Joel Embiid. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Poole for 3. Off the glass. No good. Harris with the rebound. Harris will take it to the lane. He'll try to solo it. No good. And Batum couldn't follow it up, but Harris was fouled, and that's why he didn't want to go up and in with it. My goodness. Joel Embiid has scored a majority of the Sixers' points in this quarter. 41-11. Just off the dribble. Going towards his sweet spot. That foul line. And just fading away with the defender on him. And at this point, the Wizards are not even thinking about doing the double team because the Sixers are just so hot from downtown. Wouldn't even make sense. Harris with the first foul shot, he puts it up and in. So Tobias Harris getting his first points in this half year. He now has 17. Tyrese Maxey will take a seat here. Mike Muscala and Corey Kispert also come in. So Maxey's out and Korkmaz comes in. Harris's second free throw is good. 60 for Embiid. He's probably not going to play that long. He might not even play the fourth. 107-88. Three-pointer is up, and that's no good. Furkan Korkmaz climbs the ladder, grabs the rebound. Patrick Beverly now gets the handoff. He'll find Harris. Harris at the top of the key, being guarded by Corey Kispert. He's conducting the traffic. He'll pass it to Beverly. Beverly for a wide-open three, and he knocks it down again. Boom goes the dynamite for Patrick Beverly. Left wide open on the far quarter. 110-88 with 2:53 in the third quarter to go. Poole working around Harris, spinning, fading for three. Got it. Jordan Poole, sometimes when you play good defense, there's just better offense. And Jordan Poole had that to his advantage. Harris trying to work with a catch-and-shoot triple. Oh, he just missed it. It bounced off the front of the rim. It goes in and out. Rebounded by the Wizards. Going up with a two and getting denied by Nick Batum. Right there is Bilal Coulibaly. Nick Batum swatting a fly away. But he does get called for the foul. Barely any contact. The 76ers are shooting 48% from downtown. First foul shot is up and in by by Bilal Coulibaly. 100 points with 5 minutes left in the third. It's so crazy. 110. They've put up 35 points in this quarter. That foul shot is up and in, so it's now 110-93. The Sixers broke a franchise record of scoring 75 points in the first half. It's the most in any half. Here's Marcus Morris making his Sixers debut. Bounce pass to Korkmaz. Korkmaz to Embiid, and he throws down the sledgehammer. Oh, man, he was not coming down. Paul Reed saying, hold me back, fam, on the bench. Beverly with the strip on the other end by Poole, and it goes out of bounds. Joel Embiid, what have we not said about him tonight? Every time he comes up in the conversation, he does something that is just absolutely ridiculous. And over 3 defenders, he slammed it home, and he celebrates. 112-93. Mike Muscala trying to go up against Joel, and he gets the block on the other end, denied at the rim. Embiid at the top of the key. Pump fake for a three, goes into the lane, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for one more. Oh, my goodness. It's been the Joel Embiid show tonight. And this crowd is exploding, and Tyrese Maxey with his jacket on the sideline, all smiles and high fives. I mean, from going to the one end of the floor, getting a stop at the rim, and then just hustling back, thinking about shooting a three and taking it to the lane, and oh, by the way, making it and getting fouled, and he makes the free throw. What can't you say? 45 points for Joel Embiid, and we're not even in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer is up, and that's in. It was good by Coulibaly. 115-96 with 95 seconds left in the third quarter. Embiid now being double-teamed. They'll pass it to Morris. Morris lost it for a second. Goes up with a jumper. No good. And it's rebounded by the Wizards. Davis gets the rebound. Davis into the lane. It's blocked by Beverly. Patrick Beverly looking at the crowd, saying, I'm here and this is why you got me. Just a 6'2 guy going after a 6'8 guy, and he just swats it away. 115-96. Scrappy defense again by the Sixers. Stolen by Batum. Off the inbound. Beverly to Morris to Korkmaz for three. Ah, no good. Beverly, though, with the offensive rebound. And he'll try to find a defender inside. It's stolen away, though. Tyus Jones into the lane. The ball gets stripped by Harris. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be Wizards basketball. Joel Embiid took a hard trip to the deck as he almost collided with a camera operator on the floor near the baseline. Kyle Kuzma will be the inbounder, I believe. Nope, actually, it's going to be Jordan Poole. So 103 left in the third. Sixers lead it 115-96. A handoff to Johnny Davis. Davis to Kispert. Inside, outside, back to Davis. Davis thought about pulling up for a three, but decides to go to the cup, and it's no good. Tries to tip his own pass, and it's rebounded by Morris again. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Korkmaz drawing the tempo. He'll find Embiid again. Embiid with 46 points. Needs 4 more to get 50. Embiid at the foul line. Jumper again. Yes! 48 points for Joel Hans Embiid. And this fan base is just looking at each other in awe. 8 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. The ball gets loose. Almost stolen away by Beverly. Avdija goes inside, puts up a 2, and it's good. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. And Embiid will get the ball here. He's being guarded by Muscala. He'll run up the tempo at the half-court logo. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Beverly will try to go inside. Works his way up for a 2, and he's fouled. Robert Covington and the whole entire bench standing on their feet as Patrick Beverly goes into the lane, and even the kids are getting some action and smiling and just having a great time tonight. Patrick Beverly will go to the line for one more. What a ball game. 45 points for the Sixers in this quarter, and now make it 46. Actually, it is 45. Avdija with a three-pointer at the logo. It almost went in. 120-98 as we go into quarter number 4. The Sixers lead it by 22, and Joel Embiid has 48 points. This is... I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life. This is the definition of a mollywop. $120-98. I'm looking at the Clippers-Knicks score. It's 59-56 with 7:32 left in the third quarter. It's crazy. This is unbelievable. I mean, the Pacers, look at them. They scored 119 points in just the third quarter. They're probably going to break their record too. That's insane. Joel is leaking, says Mike. Oh my gosh, how you guys doing? You guys feeling as good as this? Wonder how many Sixers have ever scored 50? There's been a lot. Embiid has done it a couple of times, but he almost got 50 in 3 quarters. Now that's insane. 50 in 3 quarters, that hasn't been done a lot. Loving this right now. I'm loving this too, man. This is how I'm coping with the Phillies. I'm using this team to my advantage. And the Eagles too, but man, they're just putting it all out there. I've never seen a basketball team do this in my entire life. Did Wilt do it? Did Wilt have 50 points in 3 quarters? I think he had 50 points in 2, if I'm not mistaken. I remember he had a game where he had like 20 points, he had 20 rebounds, he had 20 assists, and no turnovers. Or maybe 1 turnover. That was quite a feat. Wilt scored, of course, the 100 points. Wonder if Maxey can hit a baseball, says Mike Green. Oh my gosh, dude, he's literally, I've said this so many times, he really reminds me of Bryson Stott. You know, I actually should say that Bryson Stott reminds me of him, but now, like, can you imagine, because, like, both of them were so young, like, when they started, like, if Bryson Stott takes this leap that Maxey's taking right now for the Phillies, that sets them apart, in my opinion. That makes them even deeper, the Phillies. So Poole goes inside, goes up with a 2. It's no good. Rebounded by Paul Reed, and Gafford hits the deck hard. It's 5-on-4 basketball. An intentional foul by Jordan Poole as Daniel Gafford's in a lot of pain. He's grabbing onto that forearm. And Patrick Beverly Gives him a little knuckle touch, but he'll just go back and see if he's all right. And Gafford's going to stay in there. He says that he's okay. Well, scored 100 as a Sixers, right? Yep, he would. Maxey would be a center fielder, a good center fielder probably. Bro, this kid loves to smile. His smile is so contagious. Marcus Morris will shoot his first free throw in a Sixer uniform, and he does so as Jordan Poole gets a tech called on him. Also his third personal foul. 121-98. I really can't remember if there was really this many techs ever in a season so far. They're so strict about it. Maxey gets the handoff, goes up with a runner from the foul line. Automatic, and it's in. 123-98, and Tyrese Maxey now with 14 points and 11 dimes. 1 steal and 1 block, too. Avdija and Jones goes up with the runner, and that's up and in. 123-100. Tyrese Maxey at the Wells Fargo Center sign. Sixers going from right to left. He'll take it to the cup. Goes up with a 2, and Tyrese Maxey's now starting to get things going. 18 points for Maxey and 11 rebounds. A handoff to Jones. Jones goes up with a runner. No good. Rebounded by Paul Reed. So Paul Reed will just hand it off to Patrick Beverly. 125-100. Maxey getting open. He goes up with a runner again. Yes! Tyrese Maxey. 6 straight points for the Sixers. And the Wizards will call their final timeout. So Maxey, the second Sixer to score 20 points. And he has scored 6 in a row for Philadelphia as they lead it 127-100. I'll be honest with you. The Sixers are making the Wizards look like they're a college team. Seriously. It's what did the Wizards do to them? They are really taking out all their frustration on them. And everything is working in their favor. The passing has been great. The shooting has been phenomenal. And, that first half, they're spreading the ball around. They're getting guys wide open looks, and they're making their shots. And then it's just the second half is coming. And it's okay, now we got to give the ball to our big man. And let's establish the game through him. And now he's hot. And now Maxey starts off the fourth quarter while Embiid is on the bench. And Maxey's putting up these runners, and now he's getting going. It's great. Did Wilt even play when they changed the name to the Sixers? It did. Is this actually the Washington Generals, says Larry. Oh, man. I don't think he did. Somebody could look that up, though, and fact check that for me. I'd really appreciate that. How about the Chargers up 14-0 in just the second quarter? They're just about ready to get that quarter started. If you guys love the Sixers as much as I do, comment down below and subscribe to the channel. That was their final timeout the Wizards called. I said that right. I hope I did. Wilt was a Sixer. Yes. Yes. 100-point game. It was in March of 1962 in Hershey Park Arena. Yep. That's where it was. Yeah. And that's never been done since. Embiid would have to play. He'd have to play the rest of the way. And not even that, but he'd have to average 10 points per minute. No, he wouldn't. I'm sorry. He would have to average about 5 points per minute. So Embiid tonight, 48 points in 31 minutes, 11 rebounds. He's just 17 for 25 from the field. And, oh, by the way, has 6 assists. So he needs 4 more assists to just get a triple-double. When did they change the name to the Sixers? You'll have to look that up, man. I don't know everything. 127-100, 10:40 left to go in the ball game. And the Wizards had their final timeout. Sixers have 4 left. Kyle Kuzma will hand it off. This time to Tyus Jones. Jones back to Kuzma. Kuzma at the top of the key. Takes it to the lane. Goes up against Embiid. Or Reed, that is. And he gets denied by B-Ball Paul. So Maxey, Oubre Jr., Paul Reed, and Marcus Morris all out there for the Sixers, and Nick Batum too. Oubre Jr. tries to go down with a two-handed slam, and he gets it to go. 127-100. On the other end, though, an answer back by Jordan Poole as he gets that one to go with the finger roll finish. 127-102 with less than 10 minutes now. Maxey for three. He pulls up, and he can't get it. Oh, he thought he had it. The defense was caught sleeping at the wheel. Wizards got the rebound. Kispert trying to go up against Paul Reed. Goes up with a runner, and it's up and in. 127-104. Wizards answering back with a little run themselves, but the Sixers are up by 23. Maxey with a handoff to Oubre Jr. at the top of the key. Oubre Jr. with a little bit of space. A three-pointer's up. It almost goes in. Reed trying to get the rebound. Instead, it goes to Avdija. Avdija will be running the ball down. We'll get it to the top of the key. Paul Reed comes up with a strip. He steals it away. Reed will go down with a dunk, and he has some words for Avdija. So Paul Reed solos it himself. 129-104. Kuzma to Avdija for three. Answers back. And again, has some words with B-Ball Paul. 129-107. Tyrese Maxey to Morris. And at this point, you're down by 22 points. What are the words to be had? Morris, off of a jumper. It's good. Marcus Morris, just from beyond the foul line. And Furkan Korkmaz waiting to get checked in, and he'll do so after the next stoppage of play. Poole stopping on a dime. Poole's up for three. Tried to get it off the window. No good. Tyrese Maxey grabbed the rebound, goes coast to coast, and he goes up with a two, and he got it. It was a line drive laser off of a layup, and I thought maybe Poole got a piece of it, and maybe he did, but Maxey got the two. 22 points, and if you divide that by two, that's how many rebounds or assists he has. Another shot goes in. This time it's from Daniel Gafford, who just has 12 points tonight. Avdija with his sixth assist. And Tyrese Maxey gets fouled by Jordan Poole. And Maxey, was it in the act of shooting? I don't think so. But going back to that play by Paul Reed, Avdija had a play. Reed just took his lunch money away from him. And Avdija got back on defense, met him at the rim. Paul Reed bought in on the pump fake, or Avdija bought in on the pump fake, and then he just slammed it down. So Tyrese Maxey will take a seat, and that's most likely going to be the rest of his night. A 133-109, Maxey ends the night with 22 points and 11 assists. And now Robert Covington comes in for the Philadelphia 76er. Reed gets the ball at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Oubre Jr. And now the Sixers' third-string players are out there. 7:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Melton inside, goes up with a two. It gets battered around and stolen away by the Wizards. Here comes a soloing act by Bilal Coulibaly. Coulibaly is able to slam it down for two. 133-111. DeAnthony Melton, the former Memphis Grizzly. He had all four of his threes in the first half. Oubre Jr. from downtown, no good. Reed with the offensive glass. And he gets the ball stripped. It's stolen away by the Wizards. Almost battered around. Reed gets the ball back. He finds Covington. Covington for two. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! Another nice pass. A steal by Paul Reed on the other end. Reed inside to Oubre Jr. And Kelly Oubre gets fouled. He will head to the foul line for two more free throws. And Wes Unseld Jr., the look on his face says it all. He's the head coach for the Washington Wizards. It's just been that type of a night for him. Who called it earlier that the Sixers were on pace for 150? That was Larry. Larry called it. They need 15 more points to get it. And that can certainly happen in 7 minutes. 135-111. Oubre Jr. with the second foul shot. It's money. Kelly only has 3 points tonight, and he's been averaging about 20 per game. With the basketball now is Umer Ui. He can't get it to go. Three-pointer's up, and it's missed. So DeAnthony Melton will hand it off to Reed. Reed back to Melton again. Melton to Covington. Covington spinning, fading, going up with a 2. No good, but he's fouled. So Robert Covington, an early player that was a part of the Sixers process at the very, very beginning, got traded back to the Sixers in the trade for James Harden. He has the second most three-pointers made in franchise history. And one of the things that so many people have talked about, even during his introductory press conference, is, are you going to break that? And Robert Covington says, I'm going to. He most certainly is determined to do so. 137 to 111. Covington made the first one, and he makes the second foul shot too. The Sixers from the line tonight have literally been almost perfect. They're 29 for 31 from the line. Outside for the Wizards and going up with the 2 as he took it into the lane is Anthony Gill. So Anthony Gill, Bilal Coulibaly, Corey Kispert, looks like Patrick Baldwin, I believe, was out there too, and Johnny Davis. So they are unleashing their entire bench. With how aggressive the Sixers are playing, it's going to happen. It is, man. All right, first foul shot is up, and Gill misses the first one. The second one, Gill puts it up and in. 138 to 112. Fans were praying that he missed both of them, because if you miss 2 free throws in the second half, you get 3 free Chick-fil-A McNuggets. House Jr., step back, three-pointer, no good. Furkan Korkmaz trying to save it. It hit off the bottom of the backboard, and it's marked out of bounds because of that. If it's the side or the top, the very tippy top of the backboard or the bottom of it, it's marked out of bounds. Furkan literally got it behind his legs and just tried to pass it. And he almost got it to go. Give him credit for doing that. Covington almost got his hand stuck in the cookie jar on the defensive side. He strips the ball now here, but it just lands up being a layup. An unlucky bounce by Covington. It went into the hands of Anthony Gill. And now Furkan Korkmaz leading the charge for Philadelphia. 5:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. We're halfway done this quarter. 138 to 114. Sixers trying to get 150 points. They scored 75 in the first half. Covington for 3. Yes! Robert Covington with his first three-pointer since he's been back with the Sixers. And they now need 9 more points to get to 150. Avdija for 2. No good. Rebounded by B-Ball Paul. Paul Reed outlet pass all the way to Kelly Oubre. Oubre fading with a Euro step. And it's blocked. Good block by Johnny Davis there. Inside for the Wizards. And getting the ball loose and stolen away again. Robert Covington, the defensive menace that he is, got another one. Another big steal. Furkan Korkmaz at the Wells Fargo Center side, past half court. Tried to fight through a screen from Paul Reed. And Furkan inside to Springer. Springer goes outside for 3. No good. Rebound, no, by Paul Reed. Springer fading, going up with a 2. No. And Covington and Springer fighting for the ball over Patrick Baldwin. And the Sixers will have a tip-off here. Robert Covington, all smiles on his faces. It's like he's never left. He is beloved by this Philadelphia 76ers fan base. He most certainly is. So it's 141 to 114. The Wizards have the basketball. Ryan Rollins out there at the point guard. Rollins gets the ball loose again, caused by Robert Covington, and Paul Reed comes up with a steal. If there's anything that you've learned tonight in this fourth quarter, it's that Robert Covington has been a defensive menace for the Sixers. Furkan Korkmaz at the top of the key, fades away, three-pointers up. Oh, he almost had it. He just shot the lights out of the gym if he would have made that. Wizards with the ball. And Eugene Umeruwi is able to knock down the three-point tray from the near wing. Sixers up by 24 points. They'll be back at it on Wednesday night at the Wells Fargo Center as Nick Nurse wants a timeout called with 3:58 left to go in regulation. So 141 to 117. Sixers lead by 24 points. Wilt was a Philly/San Fran Warrior. Yeah, he was. He was a Warrior. Yes, he was. I believe he was also a Laker, too. Yep. He was a Laker, too. Oh, boy. Wow, if you are new, make sure you like and subscribe, man. Turn on those notification bell icons. We got 41 people on here watching, only 33 likes. That means that 8 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. What are you waiting for, man? Wizards wishing that they didn't waste all their timeouts right now. I mean, they just were not prepared tonight. Let's just be honest with ourselves. The Sixers had everything going tonight. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that Christmas game that they had against the Bucks, like back in 2019, if you guys remember that, when Embiid made his threes. Al Horford was like 5 for 7 from 3, and Tobias Harris was like 6 for 8 from downtown. This is the type of game that it reminds me of. Yeah, Laker from 68 to 75, another title with LA. Yep. Always liked Covington. This Sixers team is likable and fun to watch. They really are, man. They're so scrappy. They are. This is the deepest team that they've had in a while, and I'm thinking to myself, and maybe I'm just living in the now moment, but do you really need another star? Do you? Again, I'm living in the moment, but do you really need another star? And again, we can assess this conversation later, but they look so balanced out there. You got Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid as your 1-2, and now if Tobias Harris is your 3, and if he's legitimately giving you about 20 points per game and Oubre Jr. is your 4, I don't think you need anybody else. I'll be honest. I think that this team has a good enough depth. As we speak right now, their depth is incredible. 48 points in just 3 quarters for Joel. Embiid and Maxey have combined to score 70 points. That's literally half of their points. There's Franklin the dog. Fans, some of these fans are filing out. What are you doing? I want to see 9 more points. Get us to 150. Jaden Springer out there for the Sixers. He gets the inbound. Furkan Korkmaz at the top of the key. Bounce pass all the way to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba comes in. The guy that was drafted by the Orlando Magic. And kick ball violation, I believe, will be called against Washington. KJ Martin also comes in for the Sixers. Bamba will hand it off to Springer. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Springer has to try to do something here. He goes into the lane, tries to find a player, but instead he gets fouled with 2.8 seconds left on the shot clock, and now he's in the bonus. The foul is called on Johnny Davis. We'll talk a little bit about Johnny Davis, and Jaden Springer is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So Johnny Davis himself, he's 21 years old. He played at Wisconsin. It's 141 to 117. Springer missed the first foul shot, and the second one is up, and he misses that one too. So he missed both foul shots. But Davis averaging about 7.5 points per game this season, shooting 67% from the field. Davis with the ball. And now it'll be Eugene Umerewe. Goes up inside. The pass is made. And Davis is there to make the layup off the pass by Umerewe. Here we go. 141 to 19 with 3:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mo Bamba will hand it off to Furkan. Korkmaz all the way back out to House Jr. House Jr. inside, outside. They'll try to give it up to Springer. Springer fading, going up with a 2. It's up, no good. Jaden Springer, the only person that's been struggling for the Sixers tonight, as he does go up with a block there, but it's a foul called. They're going to call a foul on Furkan Korkmaz. Yep, that's a personal foul. I'm learning the backups' names. That's That's what you want to learn, man. That's what you want to learn. Because that means that this team is doing their job. Don't want to give up our depth for a star, says Bill. I'm with you, man. Sixers better stop trolling us and better get to 150. I know, man. They got 3 minutes to do this. I can't believe Springer missed both those foul shots. That's only been the only downfall for the Sixers right now. He hasn't lived up to expectations. Springer tries to fight for the rebound, but instead it goes to Mo Bamba, 141-120. Korkmaz tries to get the outlet pass, and it goes out of bounds. So 2:49 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sixers trying to get to 150 points. 2:45 left in the fourth frame. Bilal Coulibaly out there. They'll hand it off to Johnny Davis, and Davis goes up with a 2, and he gets it to go. 141-122. Furkan Korkmaz gets the inbound. 2.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and Korkmaz will just hold it down from here. Korkmaz with a bounce pass to Mo Bamba. He'll hand it back off to Korkmaz again. Korkmaz tries to find a shooter, and he'll pass it off to Bamba. Bamba goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. Or are they going to call a walk on the floor? That's what they're going to say. So don't count the bucket. He did walk. Got called for the travel. 141-122 still, with 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. Sixers, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, but we'll have to see. Three-pointer by the Wizards off the mark. Furkan grabs the rebound. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They would have to make 3 threes here. Korkmaz inside to Bamba. Bamba for the 2. Yes! They're going to wave it off again, though? Bamba gets called for the offensive foul. Come on, Mo. Oh, Mo, what are you doing? He did push him, but at the same time, Umar Ui was grabbing his jersey. 1:55 left to go in this fourth quarter. And again, Johnny Davis with the ball. Loses it. It was tipped out of bounds by Jaden Springer towards the near sideline. The Sixers are still in the bonus. Sixers will be back at it on Wednesday night. They take on the mighty Boston Celtics. And that should be a very interesting game. And the Wizards try to go up with a 2, no good, but it's rebounded and put back up and in by Ryan Rollins. 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Pacers did get 150. Springer gets the inbound here. 1:35 left. Springer trying to get some space. He'll pass it all the way to House Jr., who's at the logo. House Jr. trying to conduct the offense. Furkan has to come up. He does so. Korkmaz with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll find Mo Bamba here. Bamba goes up inside, and a foul is called. It'll be on Anthony Gill, and finally Mo Bamba has his way. So as I was talking, or as I was mentioning, the Sixers they're playing the Boston Celtics on Wednesday night. Nobody's playing tomorrow night in the NBA because of election night. And the first foul shot's up and in. They then head to Detroit, and they'll play against the Pistons on Friday night at 7 o'clock. And then they play a 2-game set against the Indiana Pacers on Sunday and Tuesday. And they're both at home. Then they have a back-to-back. They actually played the second game of that back-to-back against Boston at home again on Wednesday. So lots of home games early on. Second foul shot was no good. There's a layup made by the Wizards, and it's 143-126. The ball was inbounded. It was bounced off of Springer's head, literally, like it was a cartoon-esque type of a situation. It literally was just like fast-paced, like inbounding it, bounced off his head, and he just fell back down. It's crazy. This is wild. Covington defensively to be in the rotations of quality scorers and playing more balanced playmaker will pass the ball and space out the offense screenplay. Yeah, man. It's great. 1 minute to go. Furkan will find Daniel House Jr., and the ball gets stripped and stolen away. So the Sixers probably won't get to 150. It seems like a long shot at this point. However, Mo Bamba comes away with a block. House Jr. with a lob pass inside. He goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. 145-126. He'll go to the line for one more. The Sixers have had 5 and ones that I can remember tonight, where they convert on a bucket and are able to go to the line for one more. Good job by Bamba to just stop what was Johnny Davis at the rim and lead the offensive charge. 145-126, the foul shot is up and in, and the Sixers up by 20 points. The Wizards, they still have one win on the season. They're going to fall now to 1-5. And their next game that they're going to play is the three-pointer's up, and that's no good. They're going to be playing against the Charlotte Hornets. They'll be at Charlotte on Wednesday at 7, and then they take on the Hornets at home at 7 o'clock on Friday. So they're at Charlotte on Wednesday, and they play against the Hornets again on Friday. 146-128, and the Wizards come up with another layup there. The shot clock's unplugged. Sixers are going to dribble this one out. Furkan Korkmaz has it, and that's going to do it. The Philadelphia 76ers have won 146-128 and are now 5-1 on the season. The only game that they lost was on opening night, and it was to the Milwaukee Bucks. And they have been absolutely perfect since then. This season, they've been averaging at least 115 points before coming into tonight. Joel Embiid is the only player since the NBA merger in 76-77 to finish a game with 45 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in 31 minutes or fewer. He was tremendous tonight in that third quarter. It was game over because of him. And again, the bench looked really good. Tobias got things going early on, and there was no weakness tonight for the Sixers. The only thing that I can say that I wasn't too happy about was Jaden Springer not making the shots, because I expected Springer. He had a really good preseason, and so far, he's I don't know if he's hit a wall or something, but you know, when I watched him in the G League last year, he looked really good at times, but then there were some times where, you know, he'd go out there for the Sixers and it looked like he was scared out there and he just wasn't getting shots off. And his shots looked a little bit wonky. When you would watch him in practice, they'd look so smooth, but then, you know, in the games, it would just be a totally different animal. How about the Sixers tonight, though? 146-128. One last time from here, man. I mean, enough said about everything else that went the Sixers' way tonight. Now you got to focus on going into Boston. You had a great game plan. Nick Nurse absolutely outcoached Wes Unseld Jr., and this is all you could have asked for. They answered the bell tonight. They did. And, again, I don't care if it's the Washington Wizards. You have to make sure that you're taking care of business against these lesser opponents, if you will. These teams that struggle. So, and they did. And this is who the Sixers can be, and this is a scary team. They're scary good. Amazing game by the Sixers. Great game calling as always, JJ. Have a good night. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That was something. I wanted them to get to 150. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bummed about that, but that's what basketball's all about. You know, it's fun. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up here. But I'm Jason Joseph. We're going to be back on Wednesday night, okay? We'll be back on for the Sixers game on Wednesday. And I will see you all then, man. Go Sixers. Oh, I love this team. Oh, it's so fun. All right. Lala Tov, everybody. Good night.